The only interesting outcome here, because Ohio State's going to win and Alabama's going to win, is what do you do with a 2-loss Clemson team if they lose? And I think what we saw was Cincinnati's got no shot. And it's a shame. That's the real shame here, because I think what they did was they put Iowa State at 6, specifically on top of Cincinnati, so that Cincy couldn't catch a 2-loss Big 12 winner. And they specifically also dropped Cincinnati under Florida. Now, Florida just had a terrible loss to LSU. I mean, awful. LSU is playing with nobody, no quarterback, all the opt-outs, all the COVID players that couldn't play as well. There was no business for the Gators to lose that game. Florida dropped 1 spot in the standings. 1. And that was my biggest takeaway here, Mraz, of yesterday's college football playoff rankings. They kept Florida in the mix in case they beat Alabama. Because had they dropped Florida, like they should have with a loss to LSU, a 3-win LSU team, they could have dropped Florida to 15 or 16 or 20. They certainly could have dropped them to 10 below Cincinnati. They kept them above Cincinnati because if Florida does pull the upset over Alabama, they didn't want to have to push a team into the playoff from 12 or 16 all the way up to 4. They wanted to not have that much movement. So that, to me, was the sneaky play by the playoff committee yesterday. They should have, any other situation, you drop Florida all the way. They didn't drop Florida all the way because they're keeping the door open in case they beat Bama. They might keep Bama in the playoff as a 1-loss team that only lost to the number 7 team in the country, and they might put Florida in because it would mean they're only pushing the Gators up 3 slots into number 4. That's what I think they did there yesterday.